Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, we're live, everybody. Welcome to Fan Doosra. My name is Tommy Sandhu. Look at my lovely super fans. We've got two new fans. This is interesting. I'll come to the new fans. Mayank representing Lucknow Super Giants. That's why he's at the top, because that's where Lucknow are. And you've got two
Exactly right.
Gujarat. Exactly right. Yes, we know. You can celebrate that in a moment. Gujarat Titans fans have got brand new Vishesh. And of course, we know Kevin from being on the show several times, representing the Titans, the mighty Titans. Thank you very much, boys, for being here. Let me just welcome everybody. If you are watching right now on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, or anywhere else right now, this is your show. This is the Fan Show. My name is Tommy Sandhu. I work with the Bharat Army. I love Team India. But while Team India aren't playing, we want to celebrate the most exciting league in the world, the IPL. And boy, is it exciting right now. This is a completely upside down kind of league. This is not how we thought it was going to go. And thanks to Rario, we get to bring you the show every day. Every day there's a game on. Rario is supporting us to make that happen. And how are we making it happen? By letting you be a part of the NFT world. That's what Rario are all about. Non-fungible trades. You can own NFTs. Do you know about NFTs? Some of you in the crypto world will know lots about it. Some of you may have even retired off of the NFTs and the money you've made already. Well done you if you're ahead of the game. But let me show you all what a cricket NFT looks like. It's a little moment in cricket, and it looks a little bit like this.
Now it's a full toss, and he's got that away. He's got that away for four. That's what happens. Suddenly the batsman decides, when you've got someone like AB de Villiers, he says, right, I'm going to move around a bit and just think about boundaries. He's got his fifth four.
So that four from AB, that four you can own. That's your NFT, that moment, that digital moment, you own it. Then you can trade it. Then it might go up in value. If AB goes up in value, then you can buy other NFTs. Maybe the first ever six from some young player, and then later on he becomes the new Sachin Tendulkar. You own that. This is the new thing. This is the new way of trading. If you want to find out more about it, go to rario.com, where you can sign up in 60 seconds. It doesn't cost a thing. Just sign up and join up and find out a bit more about it. If you do that, they're giving everybody, as a way of getting everybody into it, they're giving everybody a free NFT. Go get yourself a free NFT, sign up, cost nothing. Even if you do nothing else, you'll get a free NFT out of it. Go join the Rario family, rario.com, that one there. Right, like I said, who would have thought this would be happening? The two newbies to the league are now playing each other for the second time. When they first played each other at the start of the league, it was the Titans' day. Now, LSG are at the top of the table. Brand new. I mean, let's just take that moment in. We've seen the giants like CSK and Mumbai struggling down at the bottom of the table, and we're seeing you boys doing really well. Mayank, how does it feel right now?
Like it has been I think if both like Gujarat and Lucknow have been on top, it's I think the victory of IPL first, because they are giving some new talents. Because of two new teams, we have got so much new talents, such like Ayush Badoni, Tilak Verma. We have got uncapped players, Indian uncapped players, and we also have got one international uncapped player, which is Devol Brovis, which have been introduced to the world because of IPL. So I think it's a victory for world cricket overall. And being an LSG fan, like I was an RCB fan, huge RCB fan before this season. But when my hometown Lucknow's team came into IPL, it was like a dharam sankat for me, you can say. Like dil kahin aur, jaan kahin aur. It was like that. But finally, I opted for Lucknow because I can't go against my hometown, for whom I've been given my heart and soul since I have been born here. And I think kudos goes to the managing area and the captain to just give the boost to the team. They have just managed the team so well that they have deserved the pinnacle position because of the captain and the management. So I think Gautam Gambhir, Andy Flower, KL Rahul, and senior players like Kunal Pandya, all the credit goes to them.
Yeah, good. And listen, lovely, and that's so nice. I always wonder whether when the new team comes along, you live in Lucknow, how hard that
Yeah,
switch is, but you're like, nope, it was my calling. I'm staying true.
exactly.
It was.
Yeah,
It's like I'm married. I got 3 kids, but no, I've just fallen in love. So that's it. I'm sorry.
exactly.
This is my
I have to
calling.
go.
It's over. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Virat.
yeah,
You're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to go
yeah,
on without me, and all the rest of the
yeah. So
RCB guys.
I had to break up because I've got a bay in my house now.
Yeah, look, you got to go with
Yeah,
that. And also, it must
yeah.
feel so
But
nice
you
to
should
know.
also tell RCB that it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, baby, come on. Hey, listen, it's not. It's, I've just grown into a different person now. We're on different
Yeah,
paths. We're on different paths.
yeah.
Okay, we got. I
Sorry,
can tell
it's not
Vish.
working
It's
now.
over. It's
Okay,
over.
Vish, you're a GT fan. Who did you support before Gujarat Titans came along?
Rajasthan, and I also still have a very, very soft corner for them. But the thing with Gujarat was that I'm a massive fan of bowling. I'm more into bowling than batting. And the bowling lineup of GT was something which really, really impressed me. And the way Nehra ji had formed the team, the bowling composition was great. So I wanted that. I know I should support this team because I think in T20 cricket in particular, in fact, all cricket, bowlers win you matches, bowlers win you tournaments. If we see multiple leagues and tournaments around the world, it is the best bowling combinations that generally win it. Even the 100 was won by the Belgian bowling side, which was Southern Brave, and they did without their best bowler, which is Jofra Archer. And across leagues, this has been a common phenomena that the best bowling teams always win. So again, that is why my heart for GG. And clicking with Lucknow is that all their bowlers, all of them have come into form, and that is why they have started to peak. And they should know that once slightly any of them go off, see off.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we're getting a bit of a crackle on your line. Sorry, Vishesh. Is that a crackle from Vishesh? Are you getting that? Everyone else hearing that? Is it just me going mad? Hopefully we'll sort out the crackle from Vishesh's line. Vishesh, if you don't mind, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, God, it feels like someone's scratching at my eyes. I can't handle it. Stop with the crackle. But actually, Kev, you can tell me about Gujarat. You saying Vishesh made a good point about the bowling attack. We know the bowling attack is amazing. And actually, just want to point out, sorry, very quickly, in the first match, Shubman Gill and Kale both went out for ducks. So they've both got a bowling attack. Okay. And we're now seeing Lucknow's bowling attack well and truly in effect. Gujarat's always had it. It's a world-class bowling attack. Tell me about your bowling attack, Kevin.
Yes, I agree with what Vishesh said that it is the bowling lineup that generally wins you tournaments. A strong batting lineup, but with a weak bowling attack can win you certain number of games. But to win tournaments, you need to have a strong bowling lineup because at the end of the day, when you take wickets, you can put pressure on the opposition. And like I mentioned, but today it's going to be an interesting battle because I think our bowlers have got that like it is mentioned that we have a strong bowling lineup, but I think Lucknow's bowling is very much underrated. They have a equally strong and competent bowling attack in Jason Holder, Chamira who can swing the ball, then Bishnoy is a world class spinner, and Avesh Khan as well. So I think it's more than the batting. I think it's going to be the bowling departments and which bowling department will outplay each of a team. I think that is something that will decide the result of today's game.
Yeah, which bowling partnership indeed, or which bowling setup indeed. And actually, Maya, you're now a team that's finding consistency. Like now they're saying they found their way. It's not been if you don't mind me saying, no sort of super superstar single-handed performances, which is
Right.
a gift and a curse because we say about other teams, we've seen other teams being saved by one or two players, and they're like, well, what about the others? Lucknow seemed quite well-rounded.
Yeah, exactly. And since the auction time, I have seen that Lucknow were more focused on team balance. They were looking for some players who can bowl and bat equally well. So I think Krishna Gautam also has a good chance of making to the team because he gives that balance. And with Jason Holder being in the team, Krunal Pandya, Deepak Huda, all can bat and bowl. So I think if one is not clicking, the others clicking. If one is not clicking in bowling, others clicking in batting. So they have got a very good balance, and on top you have a just you have got I think one of the world's best player at the moment, KL Rahul, have been on top of orange cap from last 2 seasons. Um, Last time I think he missed by 3 runs or so, and the previous one he won the orange cap. And also Quinton de Kock, who has been such a asset to the IPL, also has been he has captained the side of South Africa. So I think that gives the balance to the team, that experience and the young boys both are clicking together to just that's why I think Lucknow is on the top because of the balance and on the good mixture of talent and experience.
And actually, on that note, it just goes to show, because both you guys, both teams, have bought well at the auction. They bought balance. They bought, you got a mixture of, this game is so exciting today. You've got the best of
Exactly.
spin, of pace, it's so much to look at. But that, we've seen the teams in this season who didn't buy well at auction really suffer, or who bought for the
Exactly.
future, long term. They might have different strategies. But you happy with the way your guys have selected their side, Vishesh?
Yeah, actually, selection is the reason why that preference for Gujarat developed, because they are a new team and they've invested a lot in finishers. And finishers have generally been underrated because they don't feature in orange caps. There is no special award for high strike rate or taking the match deep and winning those crunch moments. So there is no award for that, and only the true coaches and the people who have won tournaments as coaches like Gary Kirsten understand those kinds of things, and that's why they have made the core of their team, which is very finishing heavy. If you see Hardik, David Miller, Rahul Tewati, Rashid Khan, and there are a couple of other people who have not yet got the opportunity, who are good players, especially in the lower order. While they're not did, staying away from the top order, because they build the foundation on which the finishers finish. But finishing is very important, and it's not just this team which has done well in, so other teams who have done well in finishing have been successful as well. If you take the example of Rajasthan Royals, the other favorite team, their in Hetmeyer has done exceedingly well, and that is why they have made sure that they take par score to above par, and that's how matches are won. Those key moments where you can maximize the most.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I know we're getting a bit of crackle with you still, but that's fine. I really like your points, actually. Making a good point about the finishing and who's going to help clean it up. Is that the difference? Is that what you need? Is that what Gujarat need, Kevin? More help kind of further down? Because that seems to be where the shortfall is. It's middle order batting, people finishing the games off. Once the top guys go, it seems to be that's the little area of improvement, doesn't it feel that way for you?
Yeah, slightly we can say that, because when we after the auction, when we had a look at a side, on paper our side did not seem to be that strong, honestly speaking, especially the batting order. When you have Shubman and we
Right.
initially we had Matthew Wade at the top of the order, but then Vridhiman came in and Saha has done well. But when you look at someone like David Miller and number 3 initially Vijay Shankar played, that didn't really click. But what has gone our way is that Rahul Tewati has performed consistently. Rashid Khan has finished a couple of games with the bat, and David Miller has also come good for a couple of games. But I think more consistency is something that middle order should focus on, and take more responsibility and bat with more freedom and responsibility.
Now, obviously, Kev, you're equal points with Lucknow, but are they worthy of the top spot? When you look at Lucknow's play this season so far against Gujarat, are they worthy of that spot?
Yes, I think they have also, we should give credit to them, because all of their players have stepped up to the occasion and they have done well. And like Mayank mentioned, KL Rahul, world class batter. He has 3 ducks this season, but in the rest of the games, he has absolutely played wonderful innings. He's a treat to our eyes whenever he plays. And De Kock is also a swashbuckling opener. And I think one credit and one player which we should mention over here is Deepak Hooda, because not many of us expected him to come good, but he has grabbed that number 3 spot, especially when Manish Pandey was given that slot, but he didn't click that much. But Deepak Hooda in the last few games, and whatever opportunities he has got at number 3, he has really played well, and that anchor role has definitely helped KL Rahul to score good.
Yeah, Mike, tell me about Deepak Hooda and how it feels that him settling into the role.
Yeah, first of all, when we come to Deepak Huda, I think everybody was so excited to see Deepak Huda and Kunal Pandya play together because of their controversies in previously. And when we saw that both are celebrating each other victories, both are celebrating each other wickets, that was such a good sight to watch for any cricket fan. Like they have kept their personal agenda aside and they are working together as a team. And I think people like Gautam Gambhir have worked on this. And I think that Deepak Huda first came at one down, and then I think he came at middle also. And I think he has given that balance to team. I think he has played beautifully according to the situation. When he used to, just make partnership, he has done that also. And when he was given the role to attack and dominate the bowler, he has done that also. And even in the bowling department, he has done a pretty good job to keep the opposite side silent. And if coming to the Gujarat Titans team, you haven't asked me this question, but I must address that when the Gujarat team was announced, I'm not against any team, but I just declared that this team has to be the last because their batting was looking awful. Like I don't think that I don't still think that David Miller has clicked this season, Tewatia has clicked this season, and you haven't seen much of Rashid Khan in IPL as a batter. So I think they only had batting till 3 or 4, and Hardik Pandya's form was also, on a very doubtful side whether he will be able to click or not because he's coming from an injury. So lot was dependent on heavyweights like Shubman Gill, and they never had their fixed opener who will be opening beside uh, who will be opening beside Shubman Gill, whether it will be Vidyaman Saha, whether it will be Abhinav Manohar who can open, or even they went for Matthew Wade for the initial matches. But with the advent of Saha, I think Saha has given that team a very good boost. And I think the main, if the key that holds is Hardik Pandya's form in this team, and if he can bowl, then it's just lottery for Gujarat. Like if he can bowl and give 2 3 overs and a wicket, then I think there's no stopping Gujarat Titans this season.
Oh wow! Okay, look at you know what? It's so nice. The top two teams are all praise for each other. The fans are like, man, we like this about you. It's like even though you found your new love, Mayank, you're still looking at another love now
Yeah.
as well. You boys are tarts. I tell you, that's what we call you in
Yeah,
England.
cricket is my first love. So, cricket is my first love. So
Okay,
whatever comes in cricket, it includes in that. And
yeah,
there's,
okay,
no rivalry in cricket. I think all are good teams and everybody deserves a good appreciation.
okay. I hope your future wife isn't watching and she just hears you say that cricket. Maybe,
I hope so.
maybe she should. Yeah, maybe. Watching.
I pray
Stoinis,
so.
Stoinis, Mayank. Stoinis,
Yeah.
he's where do you feel? What do you feel about him? Because he's suddenly sort of feeling like he's coming good now. Do we stick with Stoinis?
Yeah, I think Stoinis has been given that floater position in LSG, like you can bat according to the situation, and also he can bowl according to the situation if he wants to, or if the captain thinks he's good in that situation to bowl, because he's not so good in containing bowlers, but he's a very good wicket taker because many players try to attack him, and because of his variations, he can take wickets, and I think he will be good as a finisher because we have a very good players who can play in top order. So I think we need players like, experienced players like Stoinis to finish the game along with Jason Holder and young lads like Ayush Badoni.
Yeah, absolutely. Vishesh, let's see if your mic's a little bit clearer. I just want to know who's key for you today. Who's a key performer?
Yeah, I always like to look for the best in young domestic talent. So I'm really backing someone like a Sai Sudarshan to do really well in the batting. Because he's done for well for Tamil Nadu, and that team has been sensational in domestic, and he's been the top order contributor for them. And he has shown potential in the previous games. He's not like a power hitter, but he's somebody who can take the game deep for you, ensure that at least at one end there are a lot of wickets falling, and then they can hand over to the finishers who are actually pretty good at their job. So Sai Sudarshan is someone who I looking up to, and as a key differentiator for today's match, because he must have found his confidence after hitting his first IPL 50, which is he successfully leveled up and reached that level.
Yeah, confidence, big part. Would you agree with him, Kevin, about players that are key for today?
Yes, Sai Sudarshan, because number three is the fulcrum of the batting unit. Number three needs to carry on and bat long, especially when an early wicket falls, or even if a wicket falls at the stroke of say seventh or eighth over. Number three, someone has a role that he should just continue flow in that, just rotate the strike, get those ones and twos, and the batters around him can smash the ball. So Sai is a is the fulcrum of a batting unit, and he has shown glimpses of what he is capable of in the last few games, and I'm expecting him to come good.
Okay, who's your Rario player, Kev? Who's the Rario
For
player?
me, it's Rashid Khan again. I would say because of his mystery and his ability to hit some sixes down the order in the batting department as well. But mainly for his bowling, he did well the other night. He took a couple of catches and couple of wickets and performed well. And even today, I'm expecting him to come good against LSG.
Okay, Rashid Khan, Rario player of the day. You can own NFTs from Rashid Khan as well. I'll tell you how in just a moment. And Mayank, who would you say is your Rario player?
Has to be Captain Perfect KL Rahul. With the form he is going, he is chasing orange cap like anything, and I think he will be the person to look out for this match.
Okay, KL Rahul then is the one who's going to save the day. And I believe your official Rario player is Aaron Finch. So let's have a look at Finch's stat. Sorry, Jake, where did I get Aaron Finch from? What am I talking about? Jason Holder, strike rate in the death overs. Look at that, 70-20 this season. Look at that, 195.8. That's huge. Huge. Very effective player. You can own NFTs by those official Rario players. They have signed up. They are behind NFTs. They've joined the Rario family, and you too can join the Rario family simply by doing this.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all you got to do. And you can sign up to the Rario family. You join Rario.com. You get a free NFT. And you can find out more about NFTs on their site. Right. It's that time of the show where we get into fighting talk. 30 seconds of head-to-head fighting talk action. This is where you give it to the other side. You make them a little bit nervous. We've been all praised with a lot of love and respect. Oh, Lucknow, we love you. Gujarat, we love you. And yes. But now, it's time to go head-to-head. This is like the press conference. Vishesh, I do want to hear from you, but it's really scratchy on the mic. Vishesh, just take your headphones out. Let me just hear what you sound like without those headphones completely. Because Kevin does it all the time, and Kevin's way too nice. Vishesh, let me hear you right now.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's so much better. Vishesh, you're going to do the fighting talk. 30 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Let me know why Lucknow are going down today. Over to you, Vishesh. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Right. So after an initial positive start, both Ayush Badoni and Marcus Stoinis have failed to score a lot of runs for Lucknow, and they hold a key for them to boost during the middle overs. And that is one of the major reasons wherein the Lucknow batting can be slightly, be put under a bit of pressure. And coming to Ravi Bishnoi, he had came into India foray and was very successful there, but he's not been able to replicate that success. And as a strike spinner, compared to his counterpart in the opposition side, Rashid Khan, so he faces a very strong challenge in this coming game, and that's where I feel Lucknow can struggle.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, fine. He's saying you're weak. You're weak, Mayank. There's weaknesses there. Your boys in the middle, they don't know what they're doing. That's where they're going to strike. They're going to capitalize and tear that little weak spot open. Okay, that's the wet patch. What are you going to say back to that, Mayank? Your 30 seconds starts right about now.
Okay, so we have the captain for KL Rahul here. Also, I just forgot to give a special mention to an uncapped bowler, Mohsin Khan, who has been spectacular form this season. Like nobody has been able to read him so perfectly. He has a very good smooth action. Also, players like Jason Holder and Dushman Chamira, the international players coming with big reputation, and they have just given the LSG those wickets which are needed in the crucial space of time. Also, I think Krunal Pandya holds the key for Lucknow Super Giants. He bats at number three, number four. He bowls some very crucial overs in the death. He bowls in power play, so he can bowl anywhere. So I think he's the asset to the team, and he is the player who has to be look out for this season for LSG. And Kerala is always there. So we have people who have been filling all the spots, and I think nobody can stop Lucknow for winning this titles this year.
There you go. Time's up. No one's going to stop them. No one's going to stop them, including Gujarat Titans. Guys, this is super exciting stuff. It's number one position versus number two, both on 8 wins, both on 3 losses, both with the same amount of points. It's literally just net run rate between them. But that's why today's game is so key. The whole of the country, the whole of the world of cricket lovers will be watching this game. This is an exhibition of the best, and we love it. So good luck, Lucknow. Good luck, Gujarat. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you, Vishesh, for your first time on Fan Doosra. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep coming back.
You.
We love having you on. Kevin, you all right? You okay, son? We need to get a
Yes.
little avade. I think the day's not complete unless I get an avade from Kevin.
Yeah, and like Vishesh mentioned, Lucknow has a lot of weaknesses in their department. And the first time we played, Lucknow's batting order was completely blown up by a bowling attack. And I think that's going to repeat today. And we don't like to be on the second spot. We don't like silver medal. We like to be on the top of the table, and we are going to take that today. Come on, Awade!
I love it. It's not let's get one of them. Thank you so much, boys. Until tomorrow, until the next game, we'll catch you then. Hey, it's all over to Titans versus Lucknow. Let's see what happens. See you later. Thank you, guys.